package of Camels, please.
Certainly, sir. Or would you like a carton? Or a couple of cartons? Wake up, chum. 8 o'clock.
Oh, what a lovely dream. Those good old days. But now, well, let's face it, Camel is a hard brand to get, in spite of the fact that the makers of Camels have been turning out more cigarettes than ever before in their history. But when you do get Camels, they're still Camels. This brand will not be sold down the river. You can count on that. Only the choicer tobaccos, properly aged, go into Camels. So every time you buy cigarettes, ask for Camels. The mildness and rich, full flavor of their costlier tobaccos make them worth asking for again and again. C-A-M-E-L-S. Camels. War or peace, Camel is still Camel.
Abbott.
What?
Will you please get me off this rock pile?
Costello, why are you always complaining? You should be thankful that I got myself a job as guard so I could be with you.
Mrs. Beanbag to see prisoner Costello.
Oh, Mr. Costello, there's been a terrible mistake. My husband Homer didn't die of lead poisoning after all. The doctors removed all the buckshots.
Thank heavens. Homer got the lead out.
Yes, I'm so happy. Tomorrow morning you can walk out of here a free man.
Guard, put the prisoner in his cell until morning.
All right. Costello, in you go.
Abbott.
What's the matter now?
I don't want to spend the night in this cell. The place is full of rats.
Don't be afraid. I'm here.
I know it, but it's the little rats I'm afraid of. Abbott.
Now,
Come back here now. There's another guy in my cell. Look at the looks of the guy.
That's your cellmate. What's the matter? He'll be glad to have you for company. See you later, Costello. So long.
Looks like he's got company already. What a raggedy individual. What are you in here for, partner?
Huh? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize you were talking to me. Thank you for calling me partner. Those are the first kind words I've heard in years. You have a very kind face, little man. Sort of an open one. You see, I haven't always been a raggedy, scurvy-looking outcast like you. If you have some measure of intelligence, my story might interest you. Did you go to school?
Yes, sir. I went to school last year.
Did you pass your examination?
No, sir. But I was first on the list of those that failed.
Very well, I'll tell you my story.
I don't care to hear it.
Well, and I will positively tell it to you. When I was a boy, my father gave me the benefit of a very good education. 8 years at preparatory school and college. I worked hard and diligently. I soon became a success and settled down in a small and thriving community. And then I met her. We were married. The good gods of fortune smiled down upon us and blessed us with a baby boy. A boy, mind you. And I haven't seen my boy since this very day.
You haven't seen your little boy
No,
from
sir.
that day until this?
No, sir.
Wait a minute. Did he have curly black hair?
Yes.
And did he have little blue eyes?
Yes, yes.
And did he have 2 little teeth in his mouth?
Yes.
Papa!
I worked harder than ever for my little family. And then one day, the other man came into my life. He was a poor man, broken in health and spirit. I welcomed him into my home gladly. I said, make my home your home. And he did.
Oh, you poor man.
One day I returned from work to find that home was no longer home. Do you know what it was?
Third base?
No.
Shortstop?
No.
Second base?
No! My home was an empty shell. My wife, the baby, and the stranger had fled. Then I started a search that lasted for years. I followed them around the world. Honolulu, China, Singapore, India. Then one day on the banks of the river Pocomoco, I found him. When I saw him standing there, all the hatred, all the pent-up emotion of years' suffering dwelled up within me. So with murder in my heart, salute! by step by step, I have crept upon him. And when I felt his vile breath upon my cheek, I struck.
Abbott! 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 Get me out of here, Abbott! Abbott! Abbott!
Hey, come here. Come on. Costello. What are you doing down there on the floor?
Get me out of here!
Get off that floor. Get up. Maybe the man wants to talk to you. Now, don't call me unless you want.
Oh, Gadzooks, what have I done?
What haven't you done?
What's happening to me?
What's happening to me?
Oh, yes, I remember you now. You're the little man with the kind face. I didn't mean to hurt you, but every time I hear the word Pokamoko, I want to kill.
That's all right, pal. I know how you feel. I would have done the same thing if I'd have seen that nasty man in Poco.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You didn't hear me say it.
What did you say?
Pokamoko?
Pokamoko!
I said it!
I couldn't help myself when I heard the word. I wanted to see his blood oozing between my fingers. So slowly I tried. Step by step. Step by step I crept upon him, and when I saw the spike upon his countenance, I struck.
Abbott! Abbott!
Costello, what are you doing on that floor? I put you in here to keep the man company.
Get me
Now
out.
get up.
Abbott, get me out.
Come on, get up. Here comes the warden.
Mr. Costello, I have here your release. You've been completely exonerated, and you may leave the jail at once.
Well, Costello, shake hands with your old cellmate and let's get going.
Not me. I don't think I'd better go near that guy, Abbott. He eats too many Wheaties.
Oh, nonsense. He looks like a nice old man.
He might have been a nice old man once, but something must have happened to him at Poco.
I didn't say it!
This guy's trying to get me to say that word, Abbott, and I don't want to say it.
What word?
The word
What word is that?
sounds like Pocahontas. Pocahontas! Pocahontas!
What word are you worrying about? What is it?
It sounds like Pocahontas.
Well, what is it?
Pokamoko.
Abbott and Costello will be back for Camel cigarettes in just a moment.
Thanks to the Yanks of the Week. Tonight we salute Lieutenant Betty Barry of Forest Hills, Long Island. Just awarded the Air Medal for meritorious achievement in the China-India-Burma Theater. She is one of the first women in this area to be given this coveted decoration. In your honor, Lieutenant Barry, the makers of Camels are sending to our fighters overseas 400,000 Camel cigarettes.
Each of the 3 Camel radio shows honors the Yank of the Week by sending free 400,000 Camel cigarettes overseas. A total of more than 1 million Camels sent free each week. Camel broadcasts go out to the United States 3 times a week, are rebroadcast to practically every area in the world where our men are fighting, and in cooperation with the Good Neighbor policy, also to Central and South America. Listen tomorrow to Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore. Monday to Bob Hawke in Thanks to the Yanks. And next Thursday to Abbott and Costello. And now, here are Bud Abbott and Lou Costello with the final word.
Well, Costello, you had a pretty rough time tonight. How about coming out to my house for some refreshments?
Gee, Abbott. Yeah, where do you live?
2964 Pokamoko Street.
Pokamoko! Slowly I turn.
Get me out of here!
Good night, folks. Good night.
Everybody. Good night to Ann.
Good night, everybody.